here in front is a picture from my little pamphlet manual, so to speak, and it's basically showing you a picture of the bomb and the radio with a number of different adjustments. And what we're going to be doing to the radio itself is we're going to be adjusting the RF and the HF oscillators on the bomb and the chassis. And as far as any kind of a IF alignment and adjustment, typically these radios, unless you have a silver mica problem, which is more or less, you find these in the newer sets that were made in the 50s and the 60s, but you don't see these too much on the earlier sets. We're going to just skip over that and just work from this. Okay, now here's what those same trimmers look from the bomb and the radio. So toward the front, these are all our basically oscillating RF trimmers that we're going to adjust so that when you go to tune the radio in, basically if you're tuning into say WWV at 5 megacycles, you could tune it in, and then when you get to 5 megacycles on the pointer, it'll be accurate. So all these guys are going to do is just basically line up your dial indicators and your tuning to what you're tuning to. And then these guys here, these are going to basically adjust the antenna to fine-tune the signal. Okay, so you notice that there's a little trimmer capacitor and a coil for each band, and that's just basically for each part of the band. So let's go to these guys first. Now I'm going to, just so I don't bore everybody to death, I've already taken the liberty and adjusted all these, but we're going to do one. We'll just do one band, and I'll show you how that all works, trimming. So let's just, for grins and giggles, let's take this band right here. This is 18 to 31 megacycles, and you can see that you have a trimmer basically that does the 30 end of it, so you can adjust it out to that. And then we have a coil adjustment for the 18. Okay, so these are the RF ones up here, and then we can adjust these to fine tune the antenna. So let's get that all set up and see how that goes. Okay, right now I have on I got my SAT 800 on, and on the frequency I have it actually set to 30 because that's as high as that radio goes. It can't go to 31. So the reason why I have this on along with my signal generator, and although the signal generator right now is reading 30, but it's actually just a little bit under 30, so I can't really use this and be 100%. So just, I have it, basically I used to have a connector, and see I have it all jury-rigged here because I don't have the right connector. I lost it, but it still works. And this way I can have a degree of accuracy. You can see it on here that I actually have a signal being generated at 30 megs. So let's go back to the radio and see where that stands. Okay, on the radio, just drifting a little bit. Okay, let's see where it is on the radio. Alright, that signal is just a whisker under that line. So now, if we want to get this thing exactly where we want to have it, I'll leave the camera on there. Hopefully you can see that with the meter. At least see it with the meter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just bring this up to where it is on the line. I didn't have to move that very much because it's already pretty close. So now I have that on 30. Let's see if I remember which trimmer it is here. I'm going to have to grab the book. Okay, and I've got my screwdriver on it right now. We're adjusting it with my screwdriver. I'm listening for the signal, along with watching that S meter. That should be it right there. Okay. Now after you've made that, trimmer adjustment, now what you have to do is go back and go to the lower portion of that band, this 18 megacycles, and basically make that same adjustment. Only difference is you're going to use the coil instead of the trimmer. So let's do that. Okay, now I'm on the 18 megacycle range on the low end, and it's just a whisker underneath the 18 mark. Just a whisker. I mean, it's just that close. So I'll just make a really small adjustment on that. I'm on the coil. Let me turn this to get it closer to the bark. Alright, now I'm adjusting the coil. I'm looking to get the highest possible mark I can get on here. Okay. It's funny because when I let go of it, there we go. Alright, that's good right there. Alright, now the other thing we can do is that I'm just going to leave this on for this for now, and then what we can do is we can go over here to the, let me get it back over here. There we go. We'll go up to this trimmer here, and we'll trim that out to peak out the signal to get the best signal on there. So let me get this back here, so you can see. Okay. And now what I'll do is I'll work that trimmer on the S meter. Watch the S meter. What we want to do is trim that out to get the best. Whoop. It looks like I got it right here. I don't have to move it too much. Okay, it looks like that's pretty good right there, so I'll just leave that where it is. Alright. Now once we've done that, we have to go back to the high end and just keep making this adjustment, although I think that we're already so close now it's probably going to be okay. So let's go ahead and double check that. But you're going to have to go back and forth to the high and the low end of the band a couple times until they're just right. That way then when you actually start tuning and you go through the band, or if you go to elect to use the band spread, then as you make the tuning on there, it'll be accurate.
Live shows in Vegas, so give us a call now.